So on which side of the human heart is low in oxygen? Is it left ventricle, right ventricle, left atrium, or the right atrium? Right ventricle. Safi says right side. You have to give me the names, either left ventricle, right ventricle, left atrium, or left right atrium. Which one is the correct answer? Left ventricle, Aisha says left, Asha's left atrium, left ventricle, right side, right ventricle, right atrium. So Umesh gives the correct answer, right atrium. You have got less oxygen in right atrium. Now, the next question is, which of the following opinion is correct? Okay. Ravi said xylem and phloem cells are arranged one upon the other to form the tube-like structure. Okay, you see that how the water is conducted. These are the conductive tissues present in the plant. So you know what is the function of xylem and what's the function of phloem. So according to Ravi, xylem and phloem cells are arranged one upon the other to form a tube-like structure. But John said xylem and phloem are not separated tube-like structures. Salma says xylem and phloem cells connect together to form a tube-like structure. And Hari says because of its shape, they're said to be tube-like structures. So now you have to tell me which is the right answer, whether Ravi is right, John is right, Salma is right, or Hari is right. Arbaz says Hari is right. We are waiting for other answers also. Aisha says Salma is right. Asha says D is Hari. Okay. Harry is right. Harry. John is right. So Aisha's answer is correct. It is Salma who says, because they form a xylem and phloem cells, they connect together to form a tube-like structure. Now, your next question is, you do remember an amphib peer experiment, we have already done it. An amphib pierces its proboscis into the dash part of the plant. So where is it doing it? Is it doing it in the xylem, phloem, cambium, or vascular bundle? Where does it get its nutrients from? Where do you get the proboscis of the amphib? So it gets its food either from xylem, phloem, cambium, or vascular bundle. From where does it get? Arbaz, xylem, Alina, vascular bundle, and others. We are still waiting for the right. I think one of them is correct answer. Phloem, Asha says phloem, but spelling of phloem is wrong. And is it phloem? Because I've told you that phloem carries the food. Okay, the food from the leaf. Leaf prepares the food, and phloem is carrying the food back to the plant. So the aphids will try to get nutrients are available only in the phloems. So amphib pierces its proboscis in the phloem. So phloem is the right answer given by Ashaz. Ashaz has opened his account, alhamdulillah. Now next is next question is, number of blood vessels that are attached to the heart are, how many blood vessels are attached to the heart? 4, 6, 7, or 5? How many blood vessels are attached to the heart? Number of blood vessels that are attached to the heart are 4, 6, 7, or 5? So there are a number of blood vessels that are attached to the heart. 7, whose answer is 7? Asha says 5, Alina 7, Umesh 6, Safi 7. Okay, the right answer is 6. Umesh gets marks for this. And now this next question is, the largest artery is renal artery, coronary artery, aorta, or pulmonary artery? Which is the largest artery? You have to write the name of the artery, not ABC, Asha's here. Is it pulmonary artery, coronary artery, renal artery, or the aorta? So pulmonary artery, Asha, the right answer is aorta, and Safi has given, thank God. Good, Safi, that you are listening also, mashallah. Now, the next question is, the oxygenated blood to heart from lungs is supplied by pulmonary artery, pulmonary vein, coronary vein, or the superior vena cava. The oxygenated blood is supplied to the lungs by pulmonary artery, pulmonary vein, coronary vein, or superior vena cava. Is the question clear? It's a very interesting. Let me see who could answer this question, because this I have explained you so many times again and again. Aisha says coronary arteries. Ramsha, where is the pulmonary? Aisha says pulmonary vein, and pulmonary vein. So first answer was the pulmonary vein is the correct answer, and was first given by Ramsha. So here's Ramsha gets 3 points. And now the next question. The superior and inferior vena cava opens into superior and inferior vena cava, both of them, because from where is this blood coming from? Upper part of the body and the lower part of the body. So where does it open? Does it open in the left atrium, right ventricle, left ventricle, or right atrium? Where does the superior and inferior vena cava opens? Asha says left atrium. Okay. Right atrium, Arbaz. Yes. Right atria, Aisha. And Arbaz is right atrium. So this is the right answer. Next question is, the whole process of cardiac cycle is approximately completed in how many seconds? 10 seconds, 0.10 seconds, 0.11 seconds, 0.9 seconds, or 0.8 seconds. The whole cardiac cycle is approximately completed in. So Arbaz is right, 0.8 seconds. First one to answer was Arbaz here. Okay. Next question. These supply water and food material to all parts of the plant. Water and food material to all parts of the plant is supplied by xylem, phloem, vascular bundle, or vascular combination of vascular bundle, or cambium, sorry. Cambium. So either is it xylem, phloem, vascular bundles, or vascular cambium. Xylem, 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 xylem. Everybody say xylem. Abdulaziz, no direct messages. I want it in the main chat box. Xylem, vascular cambium. Okay. So everybody says xylem, xylem, xylem. Xylem spelling. So everybody is wrong. Nobody gets points for here because vascular bundle. It is the vascular bundle that is responsible. Now, the size of this organism is of the size of our fist. It is of the size of our fist. So is it kidneys, liver, pancreas, heart? Asha says heart. Yes. Okay. That ends your quiz, and you all have got your marks for it. And these are the back of your chapter. Anywhere, if you are having any confusion, you can ask me the questions for it. Now, the next question. Are you all ready? Anybody has got any doubts or anything to clarify? Are you all satisfied with the marks you all have got? Just show me through the reaction box. Okay, so nobody has got anything to ask or no questions? Yes, Safi, do you have to ask something? Yes, Safi, unmute yourself. Yes? No, okay. So I said anybody, because you are direct messages you will not get, you have to post it in the main chat box, Aziz. If you are answering me directly, you will not get marks. Others will not know whether you have given right answers or not. Now next one is, now the question is, Aziz has joined. Aziz, my God, what is he still sleeping? His camera is also not on. I don't know whether it is Aziz or some of his family members who are answering these questions. So Aziz, please go away. Otherwise, if you're still sleeping or whoever is there answering your questions, you will not get marks for it if your camera is not on. Next question is, the rate of transpiration will be dash if the atmospheric pressure is low. So the rate of transpiration will increase, decrease, stay in unchanged, or we don't know what happens. The rate of transpiration will increase if the atmospheric pressure is low, or it decreases if it is low, or it stays unchanged, or can't say. What is the right answer? Decrease, unchanged, decrease, decreases, unchanged. And nobody gets the correct answer. If temperature increases is the right answer. Now, the next question is the main function of the God cells. You do remember the God cells of the stomata we are talking about. So it helps in, what's the function of the God cells in the stomata? Is it guttation, transpiration, transcription, or none? Where did you give the answer, Ramsha? It's not seen in the chat box. Okay, transpiration, and the first one to answer was Ashaz, and Ashaz gets points for this. Now the next question is, transpiration is regulated by the movement of parenchyma cells, God cells, or epithelial cells, or none of the above? Oh, Ramsha, parenchyma cells, okay. Epithelium, Aisha. Umesh says none of the above are bust, okay. So transpiration is regulated by the movement of, what is C, Ashaz? None of the above. I said the main role is played by the God cells of the stomata. Nobody has given the answer. So the God cells of the stomata plays an important role for transpiration. Unmute yourself and tell Ashaz what do you want to say.
Ma'am, I knew the answer, but I forgot the option. The good cell or God cell.
Good cell or God cell? So, okay, I was thinking,
I was a little confused.
Okay, okay. It's God
What?
cells, godding. It's like, godding the stomata, and whenever it has to open, or it's like a door, like a security guard. It will not let everything goes inside. Whenever it has to, then only it opens and closes. So that is the reason we call it as a God cell. Now, the steroid hormone easily pass through the plasma membrane through simple diffusion because they are gaseous, carbon-based, water-soluble, or lipid-soluble. Diffusion happens how? So is it because it is gaseous, it is carbon bond, water-soluble, or lipid-soluble? The steroid hormones. Arbas, water-soluble, carbon-soluble, water-soluble. Good. Somi says water-soluble. Everybody says water soluble. Why none of you are getting a right answer? So many times I've told you steroid hormones, they are lipid soluble. So lipids, so nobody gets marks for this. The exudation of the xylem sap drops on the edge of the leaves is called transpiration, guttation, condensation, or none of the above. The exudation of xylem sap drops on the edges of the leaf is called transpiration, guttation, condensation, or none. None, Ramsha. Umesh says none. Condensation, Asha. So conduction, none. So nobody gets the marks here. It's guttation is the right answer. So these are your scores. Now, the next question is, the process of cell respiration is carried out by which organelle in the cell is responsible for respiration? There is no, you have to give one word answer, and there are no choices here, because it is a very common, you are learning about the structure of the cell and its organelles, its functions, right from class 7th or 8th. So you have to, very good, mitochondria. Thank God I got this answer. So mitochondria is responsible for that, right? What is energy currency? We talk about the energy currency. Is that energy currency in Newton, Armstrong, ATP, or joules? Energy, we say that you eat food, and when during respiration, Aisha, ATP, very good, thank God. Okay, ATP, good. Now next. In human beings, when does anaerobic respiration takes place? Anaerobic respiration takes place in human being also. Where is it taking place? Is it cellular respiration, while inhaling, while exhaling, or during exercise? Anaerobic respiration in human being takes place when? During cellular respiration, inhalation, exhalation, or during exercises? Exercise, during exercise, cellular respiration. Aisha is right here. It takes place during cellular respiration. The next question. In yeast, you have done an experiment in yeast. In yeast, respiration takes place in the presence of air, absence of air, aerobic respiration, or none of the above. In yeast, the respiration takes place, Alina says, in the absence of air. That's correct, because when we are talking about yeast is an anaerobic respiration. So 1 marks for Alina. Alina just now she has answered, my God. Okay, this is a very important answer. Whoever gives me the right answer will get 5 points here. Okay. During oxidation, which of these releases more energy? You know, the food you eat, from which food do you get more energy? Organize them in an in an ascending order. Okay. मैं ये जो आपको order बता रही हूँ, उसमें से you have to arrange it in which one comes first. Also, if you tell me, then you'll get 5 marks for it. 1 gram of glucose, 1 gram of protein, 40.5 gram of protein plus 0.5 gram of glucose, or 1 gram of fat. Where do we get more energy from? Okay, you have to tell me from where do we get. Options, Safi says glucose. Options are 40.5 gram of protein plus 0.5 gram of glucose, 1 gram of fat, 1 gram of protein, 1 gram of glucose. 1 gram of glucose, Aisha says, Safi, glucose gives us energy. Or what is the next answer? 1 protein and fat, Ramsha says. Protein and glucose is the option, not protein and fat. We have the option as protein and 40.5 of protein, 1 gram of glucose. One gram of glucose, no. 1 protein and glucose, no. Okay. So fat and protein, we don't have a combination. 1 gram of fat was the right answer. Nobody gave correct answer here. The fat that gives you energy. Okay, during an aerobic respiration, you know, all know very well. Anaerobic is in the absence of air, aerobic is in the presence of air. So during aerobic respiration, what is the end product? Is it malic acid, pyruvate, ethylene, or lactose? Madiha? Malic acid, pyruvate, ethylene, or lactose? Which one is the right answer? Malic acid, what were the options? Ethylene, Ramsha. Ethylene is the right answer. Okay. Energy gained during aerobic respiration is dash time more than anaerobic respiration. Is it 8 times, 32 times, 19 times, or 12 times? How many times is it more than anaerobic respiration? When you gain energy, it is how many times? Aisha says 32 is the right answer. So 32 times. Now, on oxidation of 1 molecule of glucose, dash ATP is produced through aerobic respiration. So the ATP, how much is the ATP that you are getting with 1 molecule of glucose? Is it 25, 10, 38, 30? One, yeah. If you have given also as this first one who gave first answer only, like now Ramsha gave first 38 and it's the right answer. So whoever gave the first right answer will get the marks. Now the next is protons accumulate on mitochondria Where at mitochondria do the protons get accumulated? Is it the inner membrane, outer membrane, or intermembrane space? None of the above. Protons get accumulated on inner membrane of mitochondria, outer membrane of mitochondria, or intermembrane space of mitochondria, none of the above. Ramsha gave a right answer. Protons does not get accumulated. None of the above was the right answer. Now, next question is, oxidative phosphorylation usually refers to aerobic production of ATP, citric acid cycle production of ATP, none of the above, or alkaloid fermentation or others. What's the right answer? Citric acid cycle production, Aisha. This is the inner oxidative phosphorylation is referred to aerobic production of ATP, citric acid cycle production of ATP, none of the above, or alcoholic fermentation. Aisha said anaerobic. Aerobic is Ashaz. Ashaz is right here. First answer, correct. First answer was given by Ashaz. So it is aerobic respiration. Or like we have seen how the nutrition was taken by the single-celled organisms, like for example amoeba. In single-celled animals, the food is taken by the entire surface of the body, by mouth, by teeth, or by cilia. In single-celled animals, the food is taken by the entire surface of the body, by mouth, by teeth, or by cilia. What's the right answer? Options are, in single-celled animals, the food is taken by entire body surface, mouth, or Ashas. Yes, very good. Body surface. We have shown in amoeba how it was the entire body surface is responsible for it. Next question, which part of the plant takes in carbon dioxide from the air for photosynthesis? During photosynthesis, plants leach carbon dioxide. So from where is it taking? Is it from the root hair, stomata, leaf veins, or sepals? Which one is the right answer? Which part of the plant takes in carbon dioxide from the air? Is it root hair? Is it stomata? Is it leaf veins or sepals? Safi, right answer, stomata. Next, a plant is kept in dark cupboard for about 48 hours. Listen to it very carefully, okay? A plant is kept in a cupboard for about 48 hours before conducting any experiment on photosynthesis in order to, what's the purpose? Why are we keeping it like that? In order to remove chlorophyll from the leaves, in order to remove starch from the leaves, to ensure that no photosynthesis occurs, ensure that leaves are free from starch. Which one is the right answer? Aisha says chlorophyll. The purpose, why are we keeping them in dark? So to ensure that no photosynthesis occurs, starch, to remove starch from leaves. Safi is the right answer. It is to remove starch from the leaves. We have got only 1 minute left, so this ends with our quiz. Everybody clap for Ramsha. Ramsha gets the highest point, 7 marks. Alina gets 1 mark. Please note down your score. Arbas 2. And note down your own scores, please, quickly.